heroes walking on foot. Some heroes walk on 4 legs. I'm Jason Johnson, founder of Project K9 Hero. Not every retired police K9 or military working dog has a home to go to in retirement. We strive to ensure no hero is left behind. We cover the medical needs of our program members after their faithful service. Our organization also provides a lifetime sanctuary for many of these heroes who may suffer from PTSD. And whenever possible, we find them a forever home. Visit ProjectK9Hero.org to learn how you can help protect those who protected us.
お前はもう死んでる。何? Welcome to the Auto Club Speedway here for the Ghost Cup Series race today. Drivers are currently in their qualifying, so that once they get that done, we will be able to hop into the session. As good job SDK having a internal server error. SDK recently has not been wanting to do anything for me. Luckily, I do have the local connection up, so that will work instead of that. So ignore what you all saw there. So one question is, will we see a repeat winner here today, or will it be a new winner this season? We have had DJ Daniel win the opening race of the season, and then Patrick Mccquade, he won last week's race at Las Vegas, as where my computer decided to say, we're done here with that. So that was amazing for that. But these guys are currently in their qualifying, like I said, so I will take that info off the screen here. And also at the same time, probably re-enter this link for SDK. They've been making a lot of updates recently to a lot of their server stuff, trying to get their local connection, also their Gucci, everything else fixed, and they've been doing pretty well with that recently also. Let me see if that's popped up. Yeah, it looks like it is actually about to pop up here. I think it actually did. Oh, I have 2 of them up. Let me delete that one. But hopefully this will be a good race here. Actually, a lot of drivers in here, surprisingly, too. A little bit more than what I thought, if I'm being honest with you all. But we got to wait for them to get done. I will pull out kind of, you can see it on the side right there, how the qualifying is going for them right now. Nobody's really on the track beside Lilith Peters. A new driver, I believe. Haven't saw this name anywhere else before. So hopefully this driver will be a good addition to Ghost. As you see him kind of blinking around there, because I'm switching to other drivers. It's going to be a qualifying session, so once these guys all get on the track, like they qualify, and when they actually grid, I'm going to then switch over. We'll switch over to the track. I'll go over the starting order. And when they all grid, I will give them a paint refresh so I can make sure that their sponsors are showing up on their cars. I want sponsors to be seen for people that have them. I know sometimes they don't get seen. That's one thing that I do want to change a lot of the times. But this is a custom setup league here, sponsored by Team Watson Racing Setup. Use code WATSSPIN39 for 5% off your setup there. WATSPIN 39. As you see, it just switched over. So that was the end of the qualifying. I will pull up the qualifying results here for you all. I have that pull up here. So first is Ryan Sizemore, second Trey Whitehead, third Christian Ruth, fourth Colt Blaskowski, fifth Warren Young, sixth Chris Hubka, seventh Lilith Peters, eighth Chris Sofield, ninth DJ Daniels, 10th Jeffrey Taylor, 11th Noah Owens, 12th Lucas Whitehead, 13th Thomas Stewart, 14th Cody Tarrant, 15th Brandon McLaughlin, 16th Brian Cloyd, 17th Mike Samanowski, 18th Christopher Cash, 19th Matt Metler, 20th Larry Murphy, 21st Dylan Ellis, 22nd Jonathan Cogswell, 23rd Patrick Mccquade, last week's winner, 24th Christopher Burrs, 25th TJ Hanley, and 26th is Charles Whitehead. I went over Hubka. Yes, sorry. 6th Chris Hubka. I think I went over his name somehow. I don't know how I managed to do that there. See, everybody is almost, actually everybody immediately gridded here. And I need to get the starting invocation. I don't have that downloaded. I need to get the actual file for it. But this is one thing that Hubka doesn't want me to show. It's the Spooky Juice Racing family here. Drivers that are just kind of a part of that little group. Kind of how we have like the Coke series in real life. That's what Hubka kind of created. Again, I would do the starting invocation. I do need to ask him for the file for it, so I'm not having to go around and clicking random stuff half the time. Because I don't have the file. I have to play it through Facebook. Very well. Pace car is going to pull off. And green flag is in the air here. Ryan Sizemore does not get a good jump. That'll get Trey Whitehead to his outside. Two guys going to go side by side with each other into turn one. Driver's going to have to mind those tire wear issues that these guys are going to have a little bit later in the run. It won't show up right now, but later it will be a definite factor that you will be able to see in the race. Looks like Trey Whitehead will probably lead this first lap here as we have Ryan Sizemore going under Colt Laskowski. Colt's actually trying to take that position from him. So far, so good for most of these guys. We kind of got them spreading out here. The 51 of Charles Whitehead went way down to the bottom. I didn't expect to see him down there, but he was taking it low on the track for him. Colt's trying to get his nose in there 3 wide. He's thinking about it. Not really forcing the issue, though, for him. Everybody seems to be tucking in line. You see that's Christopher Cash. Or, sorry, DJ Daniel on the bottom, actually. Meant to give them a paint refresh. So they will go white for half a second, and their paints will pop back up on the screen for you all. Ryan Sizemore, he's now taking the lead back from Trey Whitehead. Colt's falling into third. Lilith Peters is currently sitting fourth right now. You see Hubka up here also. Hubka and the 12 are running a pretty similar paint scheme also. That's what I have noticed from these guys. See Christian Roos, a good old veteran in the lead, trying to take that spot from Lilith, see if he can get under him. Ooh, he got a little bit loose. That rear end just kicked out just a little bit. It wasn't a lot, but I was able to notice that from him. This track is pretty hot and slick, so these guys will have to be pretty cautious of that when they do go around this track like that. 42 of Warren Young, a very nice paint scheme on his car. That is actually incredibly nice. Love to know who made that, because I would probably want one from them. But looks like pretty much everybody's being nice with each other, I guess you could say. Nobody's really swapping paint. These guys in the back probably just are waiting, just trying to see how the setup feels for the car more than anything else. We got these guys going out of here. Colt's trying to take this spot from Trey Whitehead, going up under him, see if he can get that spot done. Looks like Trey won't really fight that hard, but Colt's going to be on the bottom, really putting wheel into it. Hopefully it won't snap loose. It won't this early on. That'll open up the door for Peters. Peters will follow him right through also. See if he can go up and take this spot from Trey Whitehead. Pretty much so far throughout the whole field, these guys have been pretty decent with each other. No real hard racing quite just yet. Biggest mover so far is Cody Tarrant. He is up 5 positions. Charles Whitehead is up 5 also, kind of picking his way through the pack right now. This is a track where if you don't have a drafting partner, you are in a very, very rough position. You need somebody to draft with the whole entire time. If you don't have that, well, you are in a difficult spot. You always got to stay tucked in behind somebody. The 25 of Cody Tarrant's trying to get to the outside of Hupka. Can't do it. You really want to pass on the outside, surprisingly, more than anything else. Passing on the inside really hurts those tires. As Roos, as soon as I say that, he's going to try to look on Lilith. Just let Lilith know that he's there looking for a position. Colt really running that first seam, pretty much left sides on that seam there. It works for him so far, so good. As that's a way to save tires. Run a little bit higher on the track. Don't get in a little bit deeper, as if you ask if there's a 30 in this race, there is. It is Larry Murphy. That is a Kevin Harvick inspired paint scheme there on his car. Got some guys blinking out here. I don't know what this is. Else you see, it looks like Hupka. It looks like Warren's actually gotten past Hupka now. But Warren's going to try to take more positions going around Hupka. But as these guys are doing this currently, we will do a little bit of a kind of a turn it up session here, going from the gearbox view of Ryan Sizemore. See, Colt, he's definitely catching him. And I told Colt, he is one of my drivers that I don't care about this short run speed. The long run is where you make or break your race most of the time. As you're starting to see the people getting 8 laps into the run, maybe saving a little bit more, maybe still struggling or just burned them off and heated them up really, really early on in it. That is not an uncommon thing for guys to do. So we'll have to make sure that they don't really have that issue later on. I have no idea why it's wanting to blink out on it, but we will manage with this so far. You see DJ in here. DJ is a former winner. He actually won the opening race of the season here to start, so he has a win under his belt so far. As Ryan Sizemore continuing to lead, looks like Colt got a little bit loose off the corner. It's going to heat up those rear tires. Got to be careful about that so far, but everybody's pretty much running side by side, 2 wide, somewhat, and somewhere near that seems to be for these guys. Metler's struggling. PJ just disappeared, so it looks like it's not only me who's having some issues here tonight, as iRacing overall does not want to work with anyone. But Colt, he is definitely catching Sizemore, so yeah, there he goes, sails it off into that corner. I did tell him that if you do get a little bit loose, you can get in deep into turn 1 and get a really good run off the top, but it also heats up those tires, but it makes you a little bit tighter if you're too loose, but that'll bring Trey Whitehead to go side by side with him. See if Trey can get this position on Colt here. Go down to the bottom here. Ryan's just trying to break up the draft from everybody else behind him. He's trying to get Whitehead. Whitehead's probably going to kind of sniff a little bit of a draft. Colt's going to go to the outside of Trey, still fight for that position. Not going to give it up to him so easily. See how tough he's going to hang with them. This has kind of brought a lot of these other guys into the mix while they've been going side by side, as Colt's going to get in there really deep, put it on Sizemore's door, coming out of 3 and 4. He will try to take that position. We will go to commercial break here, though. Sorry about that, y'all. We just lowered the bit rate just a little bit while they were doing that, but still pretty much the same up front. Colt is behind Trey Whitehead. He's still trying to chase him down right now. Really can't get to the bumper like he needs to quite just yet on him. He's definitely trying to make it work, but it's not working so far. I'm going to try to go to the inside of Trey again, get that position from him. Gonna get him pretty deep, riding that high line. Don't know if that'll work for him because he's gonna be really cooking those tires doing this, but he's trying to make it work so far. But so far back in the pack, these guys really haven't been swapping too many positions just yet. But McQuade's been up 9 positions. Cogswell is up 13 from where he started, so he's definitely had a pretty good race so far, it seems, for him. I do not know why we were getting these weird blinking issues. I just checked earlier. Everything else is fine. You guys almost 3 wide here. That's Taylor in the middle, or up on the top, sorry. McLaughlin trying to go to the bottom. Cogswell stuck in the middle of that. The 48 of Brian Cloyd. Don't know what their fuel run is. Gonna have to kind of guess for these guys. Could be long, could be pretty short. Nobody really knows, it seems. I do not know why we are getting these weird blinking issues. It doesn't make any sense to me. See, Lilith hops in front of Christian. Ruth Christian's been trying to do something this whole race, but we will go on board for about 5 laps for the top 5 drivers here right now. I was on board with about the top 5 drivers there. Warren Young, he's now coming up through this pack here. But Lilith, he's now trying to take the fight to Trey Whitehead. DJ's also trying to take the fight to Colt. Colt was running that top line. He still is. Probably burn up those tires a little bit more than what they really should be burned up, but it's going to hurt him on the long run. He really can't cool those down. Once these tires get hot, they just do not want to turn after that point. Hopefully he can find a way to kind of cool them down somewhat, because he's going to need it here coming really soon to this. I might have a stage here very close. I'm not completely sure. We'll have to see what these guys do with it. Yeah, not a stage, a pit stop coming up. But you see Jeff Taylor has, that's on his bumper. That is the 3 of Whitehead. That is Lucas Whitehead on his bumper. McLaughlin's going to ride that outside line, do a pretty good job of it also. We got guys running different lanes, it seems. Somebody's running high, somebody's running low. It really just depends on what these guys want to do, more or less. Go high, go low, go find a spot for it. We have Trey down pit road. So it looks like pit stops. So about 4 pit stops possibly for these guys. Cash is going to follow him. He's going to follow Trey Whitehead right down pit road. So that'll give the lead to Lilla. DJ has gotten past Colt. And then Warren Young is up here. Christian Roos and McLaughlin also up here with these guys. I'm kind of watching for these guys though. So pit stops. So it looks like 30-ish laps around that area. It seems that guys are going to have to come down pit road and get fuel and tires. You're definitely not going to stay on old tires, but coming in a group like this will help them a little bit. They'll be able to draft off each other, even though it might not be a lot. Even drafting just a little bit is going to help you. Any air you can take off that car will help. On the straights and the corners, you probably want it. I have to see how these guys sort out now from these pit stops that they just did. Lilith, he's going to continue to lead. DJ's chasing him down. Biggest mover, Jonathan Cogswell, 16 positions from where he started. But here's another group that's come down. Taylor, McLaughlin, Mccquade, Cloyd, Murphy, and Owens is coming off of pit road right now. Another really good paint scheme from him. Question for these guys, how long do you stay out? How long do you push that fuel window that you have on these guys? I don't know. With me, you can push it. Don't know if you push it a lot, though, but you can definitely try to go a little bit longer than everyone else. Just the matter of how far do you want to go with it, though, is a question for these guys. I'm not somebody who went really far with it, I'd say. I went pretty moderate my fuel, but these guys will probably do it a little bit differently. As that's Trey, he's going to be going right past Lilith for that position, or to get back on the lead lap. Sorry. So Lilith deciding to stay out a little bit longer. If I had to guess, probably going to run that fuel to the very end of it, which is not a bad idea. I would have done the exact same thing if I were them. Actually gets in the wall there, scrapes it, but DJ, Cole, and Warren come down pit road, so that might force Lilith's hand here very soon. As if I was Lilith, I'd be thinking about coming down also. Probably wouldn't be trying to stay out much longer than these guys. So this looks like 30-ish laps, what fuel is. Still have a good group that hasn't came in. You got the top 9 haven't came down pit road just yet. They're still going to have to do that later in the race. But they might be trying to split it on about 3 stops possibly for these guys. Cogswell 21, TJ 20, or sorry, Coswell 20, TJ 21, Roberge 18 or 19 now. As we'll see where these guys cycle out when they all come down pit road. They're all going to have to. Now, what would be a really bad thing is if a caution were to come out, this would really mess up a lot of people for sure. I mean, this would really, really mess with people. See Hubka, he's going to go around Cogswell for this position. Cogswell still hasn't came in. Still needs to pit. Might want to be thinking about that here a little bit sooner. Dropping everything over here. Trying to monitor a lot of stuff at the same time. A little bit of a kind of a big group here. That looks like Cogswell's finally coming to pit road. I had a feeling Cogswell would have to come in. Owens is going to go by. So is Murphy, Thomas, Christopher Cash, Zofield, Metler. All these guys are going to go by them pretty easily. Roos is in. He's off and away. Lilith, Cogswell, they both came down at the same time. Roberge. So the lead will cycle back out to Trey. DJ pitted on lap 30, though, so he's going to have a little bit fresher tires than Trey. Trey pitted on lap 26. DJ was lap 30. These guys behind him, all battling for a position, though. This is a big group of cars. Hopefully we'll have teammates help each other, as in Colt helping Jeff. But 3 wide here, you got to be careful there on Lucas Whitehead. Actually comes up and touches Hupka just a little bit, not a lot. So drivers just giving each other a little bit of a rub. Colt will cut down right in front of Hupka. Try to get down to the bottom. Let him see if he can get this position. Holt trying to get to the outside of Jeffrey. He just wants that quarter panel. If he can just get that quarter panel, he'll be good, but he can't get it. Have to fall in behind Jeff here now because of that. Holt will go down to the bottom of Jeff. Taylor, he won't get that position quite just yet. It's looked like kind of back here we got some guys who've sorted it out. Some guys haven't. Really up in the middle of this big pack of cars that these guys are really swapping positions with each other. Nobody's really pulling away. This is what a draft package does. It doesn't really look like a draft package to these guys. As these guys are doing that, Trey's probably enjoying this. He's just seeing these guys get smaller and smaller in his rearview mirror. They're fighting. They're burning off those tires a little bit more than everybody else. Do want to see how Lilith and Cogswell are going to do. They pitted on lap 34 compared to about lap 26 through 28. Some 27s and a 30 in Colt here. So Colt does have the better tires. He has equal tires with DJ, a little bit better than Trey. So Trey will probably get caught here very soon. But as these guys have done their cycle pit stops, we will go on another commercial break here.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Some heroes walk on 4 legs. I'm Jason Johnson, founder of Project Canine Hero. Not every retired police canine or military working dog has a home to go to in retirement. We strive to ensure no hero is left behind. We cover the medical needs of our program members after their faithful service. Our organization also provides a lifetime sanctuary for many of these heroes who may suffer from PTSD. And whenever possible, we find them a forever home. Visit ProjectCanineHero.org to learn how you can help protect those who protected us.
Looks like I need to ask for the 1080p or whatever that is by something 90. Good there, because it will not want to work with me. I'll have to kind of deal with that just a little bit later in that. Let me pull this up again. Did not mean to do this. The overlay will go away for just a little bit, having to change something on it currently right now. But it should not, nope, do not do that there. We'll switch over to the other overlay on the screen right now currently for these guys. See, their paints are going to be refreshing here too, but DJ is catching Trey. I don't know how fast he's going to catch him, though. That's really the big question more than anything else right now. It's how fast can he catch him? We'll see that go off your screen and pull back up on there. I have RAM going bad. Have new RAM sticks coming in tomorrow and Saturday, luckily for me. So I get to throw these out the window that I have currently because they are pieces of crap. Do not enjoy them one bit, I'll tell you all that much. But Warren, he surprisingly moved up here also. Did not expect him to be up here like he is. Just because where he pitted. Hubka's fallen back a lot too, so he's definitely struggling in this race right now. He's going to need to probably, hopefully, get something to... Now, if they're going to pit again, probably around lap 50 to 60 as Ellis is out. I believe that actually might be race control. Everybody so far is running somewhat together. I mean, you got some guys that are spaced out here that are trying to catch everybody else that have been behind since the drop the green flag. They've not been doing so hot. Looking right now, looks like DJ's still running fast. Trey's running faster than a lot of other people, but DJ's definitely catching him. He's just ever so slightly just kind of chipping away at that lead that he has on him right now currently for it. I'm gonna do a little bit of an onboard here from some of these guys. Like a little gearbox chase here. Oh, we got Colt or Lucas. I saw that car step out on him a little bit. He got a little bit loose there, and that's what happens when these cars get hot. Tires don't want to grip as well. Got to start getting a little bit looser here. But looking at Warren's time, Warren has been running pretty consistently so far right now. We got 3 of my drivers in the top 5 right now, Warren, Colt, and Jeff. in here, so they are doing incredibly good so far. And other guys are struggling in this race. Some guys kind of just, they're off on their pit cycle, hoping they're really hoping that it will pay out in the end more than anything else, is what I think that these guys are banking on right now currently. It may work out, it may not work out. We'll just have to find out with them. It does not hurt to gamble, though. These guys got to remember that, as it looks like Lucas goes in the, or sorry, not Lucas. Ryan Sizemore goes in the wall. Ryan's actually a lap down. I don't know how he became a lap down. I did not see anything that would have put him a lap down. We'll have to find out what happened with him. He's still probably trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way, just lap everybody or go around everybody. That's not a bad thing to do either. I mean, you got to try it. Might as well see what can happen. See, so far, look, there's Brandon McLaughlin. He's working his way up through this pack here, but expect pit stops in about 10-ish laps, I'd say here. Cody Tarrant, PJ Hanley, both struggling here so far. I see Mike Sabanowski. Some of these guys like these cars, some of them don't. Again, this is not a fix. It's a fixed setup, but it's a custom setup also. But the setups are released a little bit before the race starts, so these guys do have time to run with them. I wonder if I can put this sticker here. I can, wow. That definitely doesn't go there, but whatever. But Trey looks like so far he's just been setting sail on these guys. He's pretty much just checked out on them right now, not really having to deal with anyone currently. Everybody so far is getting spaced out. We did have Jeff go around Colt for a position, so I have to see how hard these two want to fight with each other. All these guys have kind of found their way here. We're going to just kind of look at the points and how they look for most of them, because I know most of them haven't even updated the points unless you all follow the Ghost Cup series. As where are the points? I'm looking somewhere else. Looking in the wrong spot. I know it's here somewhere. Here it is, driver standings. So right now, Chris Roberge actually leads the points. Hubka is second, Mccquade third, Cogswell fourth. You got a big gap to Sabanowski, about 22 points. So it goes Roberge, Hubka, Mccquade, Cogswell, Sabanowski, DJ, Noah Owens, Trey Whitehead, Stewart, McLaughlin, Sizemore, Cloyd, Whitehead, Blaskowski, Whitehead, Ellis, Young, Zofield, Charles Whitehead, Christopher Cass, Williams, Roos, Taylor, Metler, Hanley, Tarrant, Peters, Martin, and Hutchinson. Don't saw Hutchinson in a race. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure where that driver is. Oh gosh, Taylor slid up right in front of Colt. I think Colt, he's trying to draft. Yeah, he's definitely trying to draft with Taylor, get him up there right now, because he had a chance to pass him and he decided not to take it. So teammates probably working together. These three are teammates here: Warren, Colt, and Jeffrey. As Lilith's going to try to go to the bottom and pass them all instead. Lucas Whitehead will come back and help them. We'll decide not to, but she'll actually go down and help Jeffrey. Get him up there now. As Cody looks like he got a little bit loose there. Goes down the track. Noah Owens. Actually see what happened. I think he got loose. I don't think he ran Noah down the track. Yep, he just actually hit the wall, had to pull it off, and Noah takes evasive action to not hit him. So good move from him. Try not to clobber a guy behind you. But Lilith actually passes all these guys that were battling like this, so these guys are going to fall in line with each other now because of that. It looks like Ryan got in the wall again. Don't know how this car is handling. I wish I would have known. I haven't driven the setup. I was driving the Team Watson racing setups at the open, or the fixed one. Warren got extremely loose off that corner. Somebody shot down through the grass. That's Colt. Colt saves it. Good save from him. Go back and watch what happened here. He almost runs over Warren. Saves it. Goes through the grass. Actually probably cooled off the tires, but that was a pretty good save from him. Didn't really heat him up either. But he's going to fall out of the draft with those guys now. He's going to have to pick up the draft of probably Warren here. He is a little bit outside of it, about 3/10 outside of it, so he's got to drive a little bit harder to be able to catch just a sniff of it. But Trey, he's just been setting sail right now. DJ has been actually running a little bit slower laps now. Lilith has picked up the pace, running faster than everyone else on the track currently. So that's going to be a driver to watch. So far, I'm just trying to find some action. It doesn't look like there's that much in the field, it seems. If you want to kind of look at that little throwback paint scheme there behind Cody, that's a pretty good, cool looking one. That's Larry Murphy. It's kind of a early Kevin Harvick throwback paint scheme when he was with RCR in the 29 car shortly after Earnhardt's death. He was sponsored by Goodwrench for a little bit. Pretty cool to see that. Yeah, it looks like everybody so far is just spaced out. This is probably going to take a caution to bring everybody else back together because I just don't see them getting nose to tail with each other. And the way it's looking right now, these guys are pretty much just spaced out. Colt looks like he's losing a little bit. I know those tires are probably a little bit warmer than what they would like to be. He did get loose and about wiped out everybody else below him. Well, there's nobody below him, but about wiped out. As Hupka's going to be the first person to come down pit road here on lap 58. Pit on lap, I believe, 27 last time. So Hupka coming in earlier than everyone else. Probably trying a little bit of a strategy play here. Can't hurt to try it. You don't know if you don't. You can't hurt to try. You don't know if you don't try. That's what some people will say about certain things when you really should probably not be trying things in life that you are doing. So put Hupka a lap down though, as Trey Whitehead will lap him. I have to see, does anybody else buy as Hupka? He's off and away. He just left pit road. A 15.28 second stop here. As he might have came up. For some reason I thought he might have came up there, but I think he just went a little bit below, a little bit lower on the apron than everybody else, but he's going to merge here. He'll merge lap down, but this is going to bring Trey Whitehead in. Christopher Cash, he is also coming down pit road, same time as these guys, so good for him. Jeff, Warren, Brandon, and Colt all coming down pit road. Floyd looks like is coming down pit road also. Sizemore is also coming down. So we got teammates pitting together, going to be able to get a little bit of a draft off of each other. Hopefully nobody slides through their box. If you slide through your box this late in the race, it's probably going to mean the end of you here. Everybody gets in pretty clean. Warren locks it up, gets in there clean though. As Colt messed his pit stop up, but he actually kind of a really smooth save right there. I will give that to him. Immediately reversed. So he did not lose that much time at all. Did want to see how long he's on pit road. It will be a little bit of a longer stop, but that was a pretty good save there from Colt. He'll only lose really 2 positions there, but he'll lose a lot of track time to these guys. But that was a good save from Colt Laskowski there. I will give him that. That was a very nice save that he had. Larry Murphy, he's off and away. So DJ, Lucas, Noah, Mccquade, and Cogswell all come down pit road this time. Also, these guys are going to make their second pit stop. Cogswell's going to go out. He's already had his pit stop, so a little bit of a variation. Fastest stop looks like it was actually Colt. Pit time. Now time on pit road was a little bit longer. He did slide through his box, but he only had a 14.17 second stop. That was a pretty good one, but he did spend 52 seconds on pit road. So pit crew tried to make up for the mistake that he made. He didn't slide over that much, but it was a very quick reverse from him too. So coming in side, 40 laps to go in the race, as my throat's going away. Ooh. Oh, Lord. Does not taste good. Mccquade and Cody Tarrant here. Owens, Murphy, so kind of a different group. So about the top 7 haven't pitted yet. So that's Sobanowski, Metler, Zofield, Robert, Stewart, Roos, and Peters all need to come down pit road. At least one more time. If I had to guess, they have to pit at least one more time. Won't be able to make it on fuel or tires this time by. So going to be using that last set. Question is, how long do you wait to come down pit road compared to everyone else? You can wait longer, you can wait less. It's really how long do you want to wait at that point? It looks like we got Zofield, no, Stewart, sorry, coming to pit road. Pretty similar paint schemes for some of these drivers. I get a little bit confused on every now and then. I think it's somebody else and it's somebody completely opposite that's coming down pit road instead of them. Yeah, so this might come down to pit strategy very well, as Lilith is getting lapped, and these guys are getting their laps. Sorry, not getting lapped. They're getting unlapped by going around Lilith. So, really, what do these guys want to do? It's really the question of how long is Lilith going to stay out as Mccquade gets right up on the bumper of Lilith there. Thought Mccquade was going to turn him, but luckily they weren't. Hubka, see him trying to make his way up to the pack, up the pack again. As down now, Zofield was down. Zofield runs a different paint scheme. That's who I thought that was earlier when they came down. Again, my mistake there is did we have somebody going through the grass, or am I just seeing something? Hey, I was just seeing stuff. I could have swore somebody went through the grass, but here comes Lilith down pit road. So leader will give up that position. Lilith is playing this actually pretty smart. I will give him that. Not a bad idea. Gonna put Roberge to the lead, but Roberge will probably be coming down pit road this time by. Yep, you see him cycling down there now. Coming down with everyone else. Or all alone. So that'll cycle Trey to the lead again. DJ is kind of equal now. 1 lap better tires. Is it gonna make that much of a difference? Who knows? We'll have to find out. It's kind of a guesstimate at this point. I don't really know. Nobody really knows. You got a big old group of these guys working around. So Mccquade has worked his way up here. A lot of teammates together, as that's Warren behind Jeffrey, I believe. Yes, that is Warren behind Jeffrey. These guys are kind of just crammed on top, almost literally on top of each other. I can't speak today. I don't know what it is with me and words. Words don't go together. Me no speak words. Me just speak broken English. Wait, is that 3 wide? I think I just saw 3 wide. Oh, they're looking at it. That's Lucas Whitehead. He thought about it, decided not to do it. He's actually going to make that pass on Warren Young. He's going to try to set his sights on Taylor. Not clear of Warren quite just yet, so Warren's going to fight back on that outside of him. Be a little bit of a pain to him right now. It always helps to be a pain sometimes. Fight for the position, I say. See, DJ is catching these guys just a little bit. Now, Trey is in this big group. This can hurt and help him at the same exact time. Probably asking, how can it help him? Well, he's able to get a draft off of these guys in front of him. And while he's doing this, he's pulling away from DJ ever so slightly. It's not going to be a lot, but it's going to be enough to where he's probably going to be able to notice that. See, a lot of this group just kind of mixing with each other. Mccquade, he's kind of starting to rise to the top here. Hit on lap 60 also. But how much time do you have to catch these leaders? And DJ's working up ever so slightly. He's catching some guys that he'll be able to get a little bit of a draft off of. Yeah, this is... Oh, actually, somebody got in the wall. Hadley might have just gotten turned in the wall there. He's stuck in that. Or Hanley, sorry, might have got put in the wall. That looks like a weird thing there. It might be pulling off the side of the track. Not sure what happened here. Was Hanley turned? Hanley is oddly slow. Oh, Patrick Mccquade just pounded Hanley. That will actually bring out a caution now. Hanley is very slow. Something must have happened. Let's see what happened coming off of 4. Was there a downshift? That is odd. Oh, wait. Hanley might have been trying to get to pit road. This is going to reset everything. This should actually bring everybody in line with each other as we will go on a commercial break as they're doing that.
Some heroes walk on 4 legs. I'm Jason Johnson, founder of Project Canine Hero. Not every retired police canine or military working dog has a home to go to in retirement. We strive to ensure
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
We are back from that little commercial break here. That was the first caution of the race. I don't know why it's saying second. That was obviously the first one that came out. But Lilith Peters will go to the lead. Bruce Whitehead. Everybody did come down pit road and get some 4 tires and fuel, and nobody did stay out. That would be probably a bad choice for most of them. I'm going to be catching the field. So 23 laps left in the race here. This is shaking up the front row for these guys. It is now Roos and Lilith, the top 2 drivers in the pit. Looks like it wanted to disconnect from YouTube there for half a second. As green flag will be back in the air here. And we are back underway here in the Ghost Cup Series. Lilith gets a huge jump over the field. Bruce has Whitehead all up on his bumper. Stewart going to go down to that bottom line. See if he can get something going. Not so far. Trey's going to probably force it here. Sees that gap. He wants to go for it. Colt's going to follow him through. His teammate is also going to go up on that top line with him. Colt decides to tuck in behind Trey Whitehead instead, surprisingly. These guys will drag race down the backstretch here. Brandon McLaughlin, he's going to send it in on that high lane as Blaskowski pulled a slide job on Roos, and that might actually put Blaskowski in the wall, and that will. Luckily, he's able to gather it up. He will get slowed down a lot from that as they're almost 4 wide here. They're 3 wide now. 4 wide now. Mccquade, Taylor, McLaughlin, and Lucas Whitehead on the bottom. Looks like Mccquade says, nah, I ain't doing this. I'm going to bail out. He does not like that one bit. He just slammed on the brakes and got out of there. And I would not blame him for doing that either. Did not want anything to do with that. But Lilith, as this has been going on, has been able to kind of run away with this for just a little bit. Who's your friend? Who do you have as a friend here is a big question. Do you have any friends at this point? It's 20 to go. What do you do here now? Oh, somebody got loose and shot the track there. We got a little bit of a rub in there. Colt rubbing up on DJ. Colt really used him to turn 8 tires. Turns better than 4. What he said there, and he got right up on the side of DJ and actually got into him a little bit using the turn. It's DJ. Pops up right in front of McLaughlin. I thought he was going to get turned and sent around. 18 to go. Lilith at the same time has been running away with this lead from Trey Whitehead. What do you do here now? This is the big question. What do you do here now? As this is, everybody is just jam-packed together. As we got a little bit of a beating and banging there. Laskowski looks like he got into Cloyd just a little bit. Laskowski saw his perfect run kind of start falling apart here late in the race. This is the one time you don't want to see this happen. I know it's happening for him, sadly. His Cogswell's on the bumper of Trey. They're kind of shoving each other up here to Peters. They're probably going to catch Peters within about 2-ish laps, I'd say. When they get to Peters, they'll probably blow right on by her. But again, if y'all are new to Ghost Racing Network, if you don't mind throwing in a subscription, that will help us grow a lot. Always trying to get this channel bigger than what it is. Looking at this now, a lot of other people have fallen in here. McLaughlin's ripping that high line too, and he's making it work. Getting a good run off that corner when he's doing it. You can't really do that in 3 and 4. You can do it in 1 and 2, and you can make it be pretty effective if you do it correctly. As he's going to just sail, actually, he's going to try it. Just sail it off in there. Hope it sticks is what he's pretty much doing. Get a really good, that's a huge run he's got off the corner on DJ Daniel. He's going to take it to the inside. Going to try to get to the quarter panel. He will. He'll tuck in behind. Cogs will actually go outside of DJ. He realizes that he wants that outside line. He's going to try to get it again. See if he just sends it here. He does. He pretty much running that very last seam on the track. See if he can get a run like he did before. As he will again. Car is super stable. He's going to get a big run. He'll go by Cogswell. He'll pull up to the bumper of Peters now. Give Peters a little bit of a shove into the corner. Sail it off in there again and see if he can get another run on Peters. Try and get to the outside quarter panel. Can't do it quite just yet. He's going to have to shove Peters. He really has no other choice. He can get to the quarter panel of Peters, but he really wants that outside, and I think Peters might be realizing that too. See how deep he wants to go into the corner now. Will he send it on Peters, or will he decide not to do that? He's going to try to get to the outside of Peters. Really, really running up on that track. See, this makes him tight. It doesn't make him tight. He's going to get another run. Will he go to the inside of Peters here? Will he fall in behind? He will fall in behind again as we have these guys battling back here. We got guys beating and banging off each other. That's the 48 of Cloyd down into the 3 of Lucas Whitehead. Some guys having pretty good runs here too, surprisingly. Good for these guys, as this is a big battle here. This is just a draft-heavy track. Doesn't really look like it, but it is surprisingly for these guys. These guys are almost nose to tail with each other. These guys have been doing that. McLaughlin finally got around Peters. Now he's going to try to get around Cogswell here. He will be able to do that. DJ now is going to set his sight on Trey. It looks like DJ has been pretty much chasing Trey the whole entire night. Guys, I don't know how they're going to settle down, if they're even going to settle down, that is. I don't know if they will. How hard are these guys going to fight each other? And if they get into each other and a caution comes out, who has another set of tires is a better question. If you don't have tires on each other, well, then it gets to be a weird position there. These guys are 4 wide. Colt, the 30, the 8, the 38, these guys are going at it. I mean, there is no punches being held back on each other, on these guys. They're not really racing dirty. They're just being right up on each other the whole entire night, it seems. That's what you like to see in racing, though. You can get guys right up on each other. That's always good. Looks like Mccquade, he's now coming back into the picture here. How fast is Mccquade going to be able to pick through this traffic? Can he get there in time is a better question. He has a little bit under a second and a half to get to these guys. If he can't do that, as a caution has now come out, looks like Christopher Cash has wrecked here. That's hard contact for Matt Metler, too, as Christian Roos is also involved. See what happens. Somebody must have gotten turned. Oh, yeah. Roos just gets clipped there. So did somebody come down into each other. We're going to go from Matt Metler's point of view. Actually, sorry, happens in front of that. We'll go from Christopher Cash's point of view because it happens with him. What happened here? Ooh. I'm going to go from a rear chase. So, looks like that's Zofield. Did Cash come up or does Zofield come down? They're both kind of doing it. That's close. I don't really know who to put that on, but Roos just gets clipped, and looks like Roos actually does a pretty good job of locking it down too. He probably doesn't have that much damage either from that incident, so he'll be able to pretty much just get rolling and going away after that. That's lucky for him. But now, if you have tires, do you take them? If you don't have tires, what do? Do you start praying at this point? Because I think you got to start praying at this point if you're these guys out here now. So I would not know what to do if I were these guys. I'm lucky I'm not in this position. Oh, who came down? So Lilith came down. Owens came down. Cody Tarrant came down. So we got guys in the back of the pack that are coming down. But I don't know. Lilith will have a shot, but I don't think it will be enough to be able to really make a big factor is the problem for him. For her. Him, her. What? I'm not sure if this is a guy or a girl. But, what do you do here? What do you do here? Kind of a... You can cool your tires down here. Now, if I had to choose somebody, I don't really know who I'd even choose at this point because this is just up in the air for everyone. I mean, this is a really up in the air race now. What do you do here while these guys are going around the track? We will run Noah Owens' ad. Actually sized properly here.
Some heroes walk on 4 legs. I'm Jason Johnson, founder of Project K9 Hero. Not every retired police K9 or military working dog has a home to go to in retirement. We strive to ensure no hero is left behind. We cover the medical needs of our program members after their faithful service. Our organization also provides a lifetime sanctuary for many of these heroes who may suffer from PTSD. And whenever possible, we find them a forever home. Visit ProjectK9Hero.org to learn how you can help protect those who protected us.
Lights are off on the pace car here for Trey Whitehead and DJ Daniel. If these guys get into it, there's a lot more people waiting for an opportunity. When do you strike? It's always the one hard thing. What do you do here? It will be 4 laps to go. Ooh. Water is apparently bubbly to my stomach. 4 laps left in this race. What move do you decide to make if you're these guys? Gonna be a hard one, that's for sure. What do you do? What do you do? Pace car is going to pull off this time, though, for these guys. Trey Whitehead and DJ Daniel, the front row, As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here at Auto Club Speedway. Craig gets a huge jump over these guys. McLaughlin, he's going to try to follow in second behind him. Going to have to get around DJ. That's going to be a little bit of a tough task. Cogswell's going to look inside on McLaughlin. McLaughlin will secure that second spot for just half a second. But Cogswell looks like he has a pretty good run on the bottom. Now DJ's going to be pretty much boxed in here. He's going to have to push McLaughlin if he does get up to the bumper of him. But Cogswell's going to take the fight to McLaughlin. In the meantime, Trey likes what he's seen in his rearview mirror. McLaughlin's going to sail it off into that third corner. Been running that high line, been staying pretty consistent with. Got to remember, Peter's going to send in the corner. There's going to be a wreck. The 48 of Brian Cloyd goes up into the wall. The 30 is also involved. No caution will come out, however, probably because it was behind the pack. These guys will stay green. Could have sworn it would have been a caution, and now there is a caution out. 3 laps to go in the race. Have to see where these guys sort this out, but this is kind of a blessing for Lilith. A caution comes out. These fresh tires can now play a big factor here. We'll go back and see what happened with these two guys. In the back of the pack, it was Cloyd. And the 30 got involved. Want to see what happened here, as looks like Cloyd was loose. Yep. So, go and rewind. Cloyd got loose in this part, and I'll show you right where. Looks like the 64 took him out, but he actually didn't. So, far chase here. Cloyd is loose right here. He's trying to get around the 30 at the same time. The 64 is just riding his line. They actually netcode into each other. That sends the 40 back up into the 48. The poor 30 has nowhere to go. He just pounds that inside wall. Or outside wall. Cloyd also hits it pretty well also. He just keeps it rolling after that. So he actually didn't get that much damage from that incident, but that'll bring out another caution here. Third caution of the night. It says fourth. It's the third. Don't know why it says fourth. But what do you do? What do you do here? This will bring it to a green-white checkout, however, for these guys. I do know that. Oh, how does this race go now? I'm looking at Lilith. I don't think he can get up there in time. But that being said, these tires are a little bit warmer now. You can do other stuff that you weren't able to do. So you can just kind of sail it on in there at that point and just hope it sticks. Will it stick? Let's find out. Because nobody has any idea if it will. It may, it might not. Let's just see. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No harm, no foul there. Unless you wipe each other out. And there's a foul. But what do you do? How much of a restart can you get now? I will say this. If McLaughlin times this restart perfectly, he could put up a fight to Trey. He's got to be like right on it though, and I don't know if he can do that because it's so hard to time when that leader is going to go every single race because you're guessing. You are really just guessing the whole entire time. It's I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go. They're gonna go now. And they don't go, and you're like, well, I don't know what to do at this point. Gosh. It's always races like this that come down to the wire. Lights are going to go off on the pace car here, so they will get the green next time by. As does Whitehead have a little bit of front end damage, or am I seeing something here? No, that's just how they redesigned that Camry. I thought it was damage. They just they redesigned the Camry. So that was my fault there. Oh gosh, this is gonna get Going to get nerve-wracking here, that's for sure. What do you do? What do you do here? Can McLaughlin time this? Is the better question. Ray thought he had a win last week and it got taken away from him. And he redeem himself here and get his first win of the season? Or can McLaughlin steal this from him? I'm gonna go dead silent here so y'all can hear this. Looks like he gets a massive jump on the field. Didn't even know myself. Wanted to kind of leave that as a guess in my head. 2 laps left in the race. McLaughlin might lose another position as Lilith sending it on that inside. The fresh tires are coming through. Here they come. How many spots can Lilith gain? DJ's fallen back into second place. Mccquade has had a good rebound. Also, he won last week at Las Vegas. But Trey Whitehead, he's going to come off of 3 and 4, and he will be getting the white flag here as we got somebody turned. See if that brings out a caution. This is a huge wreck. Hupka, 4 or 5 cars are involved, but the white flag will be displayed. No caution is brought out. Probably can't be put out in time because that is such a big wreck. How many spots can Lilith get here? Lilith might be able to get back to second place, and she will. McLaughlin will be falling back. Lilith is trying to catch Whitehead. I just don't think in time as we have these drivers beating and banging off each other. That's Lucas up into DJ. Mccquade's trying to get another position here. But into 3, becoming off of 4. Lilith too late in the race. The fresh tire is not going to pay off quite just yet. If there was one more lap, it would have been possible. But it will be Trey Whitehead who takes home the checkered flag here today. Lilith falls just a little bit short. I do want to watch that absolutely huge wreck that happened back here, though. I'm surprised there was not a caution thrown. As looks like it was Warren who got across the nose of Jeffrey Taylor. Yeah, Warren's trying to come back down the track. Jeffrey's got so much speed. And then from there, it's on. We'll see what happens after this. So Jeffrey's just trying to get through. Colt pounds the wall, doesn't make it through that. That's actually 3 of my drivers involved in that. That's great. But sometimes you can't do. That's just hard hit for the 30. Hovka looks like he just kind of spins it around. These guys were having such good nights, and it just all fell apart within the means of literally 5 seconds there for most of them. See, Hupka looks like he broke his toe link. Warren got back going, but Trey Whitehead, he takes home the win instead. Burn it down there. You see, had a win kind of stolen from him last week, and he comes back and gets this one, so that's pretty good. See Lilith sitting down there. Lilith was close, as Roos actually came home 3rd. You see him sitting down in victory lane here. He toes immediately, or he hops out of his car. I will pull up the race results here now. Go back up to the top of the page. So we'll bring in the top 3 drivers here. Hey, Roos, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Bryce, what's going on?
Man, so you come home third. That was a crazy finish, but how did the race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, man?
Oh man, drop of the green flag. That first run up until the first green flag pit stop was rough. I had speed early on and then started fading and came into pit and realized that I'd used up about 20% more on my right sides than anyone else had. So I really had to back it down the second stint there. Actually, Lilith and I were both working on a two-stop strategy. We would have been both good right to the end had that first caution not come out. So we definitely weren't wanting to see that. The caution I was involved in, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I'm definitely not mad about it by any means, because that moved me from about 15th with bad tires to well, here we are sitting third with brand new fresh tires that I got.
Yeah, fresh tires will work wonders, especially at tracks like this, because it is really worn out. But what was going through your head, knowing that you had a chance to maybe possibly win the race if something else would have happened in front of you?
I was just really hoping everyone would keep it green in front of me and I'd be able to stay out of the crap, whatever happened. I saw the wreck behind me coming to the white there, and I was kind of hoping they'd throw it. I knew Lilith was really close on fuel. She didn't take any the last pit stop that we had. So I was really hoping that Yellow would come out there. I knew I had fresh tires and I had fuel. I don't think there was anyone that could touch me at that point. So I was really kind of bummed Yellow didn't come out. Racing with Lilith and Trey there to the checkered. Trey, he's been around the league for quite a while. I've been racing with him for years, but both here and in Backfire. And it's good to see him get one. Both him and Brock and Charles, all good guys. I know Charles and I have had a couple run-ins here and there, but Whiteheads to me are good guys here in the league. If it couldn't be me or any of my teammates, I'm fine with any of them.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, me and my buddy are barbecue business, the Smoke Pit, on the side of the car here, 1-3 Speed, Lafler Labor Services, Sim Graphics, or Southern Sim Graphics, Johnny Williams for painting the car for me, Hubka Motorsports, all my teammates here, you for putting on the broadcast week in, week out. Everyone else in the league has made it pretty fun the last couple weeks. I missed Daytona, which kind of sucked, but technical difficulties. Hopefully we'll avoid that in the future. And then huge thank you to my wife. She's been dealing with our little one as the night has gone on. It's been a rough night for him. So huge shout out to her for taking care of that. Let me do what I do here.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good third place finish. Hopefully I'll eventually see you in victory lane, man. Good luck to you for the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir. I'm hoping for more interviews and hopefully that first win here.
All right, man. Good luck to you then. That was Christian Roos, the third place driver. Always fun. Me and him were actually former teammates when I did race in this league. I stepped away to do some broadcasting, which I don't regret it. It's fun, even though it is tiring sometimes. And I'm about to replace this thermal paste. And once I get my new RAM, I am throwing this old RAM in the trash because it obviously just sucks. Tired of it. But we will bring in the second place driver in Lilith Peters. Hey, Lilith, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Hello.
Man, so you finished second. You fell just a little bit short. What was going through your head on that last restart, knowing that you had a chance to win the race with those fresh tires?
I was just trying to make the best of it, knowing I had to go 3 wide, probably 4 wide, not wreck anybody, most importantly.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at that, and you were far back, but when I saw those cautions come out, I was like, Lilith has a chance at winning this race, and you fell just a little bit short. But, if there was one more lap, I mean, I'd say you probably would have caught them, but, what was going through your head on that last restart, knowing that you had a chance to win it?
I was just, I think I would have won the race if we didn't have any cautions, because I was like one of 3 cars that could make it. But, I just wanted to try something different, see if it worked. Almost did.
Yeah, that's what Roos told me too. You were going to make it on fuel, but you tried something that worked. Didn't work fully, but it definitely brought you close to the win. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I don't know if they're watching, but the primary sponsor of my car, Foxfire Foods. You can get Luna steak sauce there, foxfirefoods.com. Thanks, Chris, for letting me race on his team. It's a very welcoming team. Thanks, Hupka Motorsports. Very welcoming. And thank you for broadcasting.
All right, well, I'll let you go. Good second place finish. Hopefully, I see you in victory lane sometime during the season. Good luck to you.
Bye.
That was Lilith Peters, the second place driver. We will bring in the race winner and Trey Whitehead. Hey, Trey, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you had a win stolen from you last week. You come back and redeem yourself here. You know, how does this win feel for you, knowing that you could have had 2 in a row?
It's all good. It's just racing. Late caution comes out. You got to do what you got to do. I didn't have any tires left, and 3 guys did, and I ended up finishing 4th. So, yeah, I guess you could say it was 2 wins in a row, but we'll look at it how it is. And nice, solid top 5s back to back, and obviously get the win here tonight with a good strategy. I mean, the strategy was bad at first, and then the caution came out and kind of saved it, and we were able to save tires and stuff and be competitive and lead left. So,
So from the drop of the green flag, how did that car feel to you? Because it seems like you were the man to beat the whole entire race, it seemed.
yeah, I mean, the car was really nice. The first run, I think I dropped back a little bit and I got the lead back, and people were still catching me, and went in the pits, and my right front wasn't where I needed it to be. So I knew that the second run, I just had to do what I had to do, and I pit early, about 7 laps earlier than everybody else, and was able to just save the tires running by myself and stuff. And the second run, once I came in the pit for that the second set of tires, I should say, the tires were where I wanted them to be, and actually probably a little bit better than I thought. So I knew the car was driving really good. I just had to stay calm, not slide the tires, and just run my race. And we were able to lead a lot of laps and thankfully won the race.
Yeah, it looks like you did redeem yourself. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, obviously my teammates. Brock wasn't able to be here tonight. He's actually at my house right now. He was watching me as I raced. And Charles, my dad, really good teammates, and running with Cash and Lucas and Noah all week, practicing and stuff, and helping me get to where I am now. And obviously Superior Concrete Products on the car, and you up in the booth. You do a great job broadcasting the races. So appreciate everybody.
All right, man, I will let you go. Good job tonight. Hopefully I'll see you in victory lane sometime again throughout the season.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll try to keep it going.
That was Trey Whitehead, the race winner. I will go through the finishing order here, as it looks like it has closed on me here. So let me pull this back up again. Do not know why. Actually, I know why this RAM is going to kill me. So you'll see that disappear there for half a second. Do not look at that. That does not exist here. So I'll pull up the finishing order here now for this. So Trey Whitehead first, Lilith Peters second, Christian Roos third, Lucas Whitehead fourth, DJ Daniels fifth, Patrick Mccquade sixth, Brandon McLaughlin 7th, 8th, Jonathan Cogswell at 9th, Mike Sabanowski 10th, Thomas Stewart 11th, Ryan Sizemore 12th, Chris Roberge 13th, Brian Cloyd 14th, Cody Tarrant 15th, Chris Zofield 16th, Warren Young 17th, Jeffrey Taylor, got a little bit in the order, 18th, Larry Murphy 19th, Chris Hupka 20th, Noah Owens 21st, Matt Metler 22nd, Colt Blaskowski 23rd, TJ Hanley 24th, Charles Whitehead 25th, Christopher Cash 26th, Dylan Ellis. So some drivers struggled, some drivers didn't. Really just kind of came down to how they were able to run the track here. 3 of my 4 drivers got taken out, but that's just going to happen at some tracks like this. But hopefully y'all did enjoy the stream. I would normally kind of give y'all like a little session, but I have some reading to do for some of my classes. So hopefully y'all enjoyed, but I will let you all go.